offensive programming online, destroy humans. I have seen the far reaches of power. I will not allow evil to prevail. Hello, and welcome to Summer Dolphins Dive on Fridays at 6 p.m. with your host, Dolphin. We have moved to a Friday time slot because starting next week I will be teaching Thursday evenings. And so I thought it would be prudent to just move it to Friday after my week off in Utah for RPG Limit Break. If you haven't checked that out, you probably should. I ran Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 there, and it's a pretty entertaining run. And I believe those videos are actually starting to get uploaded to YouTube now, so that's even better. But if you haven't seen it, it's not too late. It's on the internet for the rest of eternity, so you can enjoy it then. But in any case, this is Dolphins Dive. I'm here to do strategically themed Sentinels of the Multiverse gameplay. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Handelabra Games right here on Twitch. You can follow me personally on Twitter at LuDolphin21, and on YouTube and Twitch it's just LuDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux. You're not hearing me very much. Okay, that is actually what I'm hearing. Can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me now? Apologize for the technical difficulties. I was loud and clear. Better balance is the better question. Waiting on Hank Wright's answer, I guess. So the Windows 10 update sort of messed with audio settings, I believe. The update from 2 weeks ago, and I didn't get a chance to rebalance it on OBS's end. Hank Wright says we're good. For Tuesday's stream, which I actually hosted that stream, I had to really raise the Sentinels audio, and I was afraid that it was going to be off balance for this stream because Skype tends to mess with audio balance. But we seem to be good. So let's start over again. I'm your host, LuDolphin. Maybe Crystal will be smart enough to cut out the intro bit so we won't have to hear it twice. But let's see. So Summer Dolphins Dive, we're doing this on Fridays instead of Thursdays because starting next week I'll be teaching Thursday evenings, and so I thought it would be prudent to start at the Friday time slot. I was originally going to start next week, but I thought since I had last week off, it might just be easier to do the time jump this week as opposed to next week. So we're doing it Friday evening, right before the weekend. We'll see who can come in at Friday nights. But we are still going to be doing strategically minded Sentinels of the Multiverse streams. Civil rights for everyone. Anyone not working against that goal is not welcome, will not be tolerated. Follow us at Handelabra, or for me, it's Dolphin. Sentinels of the Multiverse. It's currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. Alright, so that's the intro. The block overrode. I'm not going to fix this back up. I'm just going to lower it to 15. Actually, I'm going to lower it to 13. How about that? Do keep me posted about the audio settings. I would raise the volume of my mic, except it's already a bit high. Actually, I'm going to raise it a little bit more because I think I accidentally hit it. I'm going to up it to -1.1. Campaign to have Jean-Marc compose more boring music. No, it's the... We were trying to balance against the... Yeah, I know Jay-Z wasn't being serious. We were trying to... So, for those of you who are just tuning in, the audio balance has to be tweaked, and I didn't get a chance to check this myself before the stream started, but I believe that the Windows 10 update within the past 2 weeks has messed with audio settings, and I haven't gotten around to actually fixing it. I actually spent most of... Well, the past hour. I was going to say most of this week, but that's a lie. I spent the past hour, instead of fixing the audio, I actually went back and I cataloged the Dolphins Dive games from where I left off on that catalog. I don't know if you've seen the spreadsheet. I don't know if I can actually share this. Anyone? Let's see. Anyone with the link can view. That's a good one. So this is a long URL, but this is a list of Dolphin's Dive games, and I got it updated through last week, and I can probably even start adding in today, because we are fighting against Omnitron, because it turns out that we have not fought Omnitron, base Omnitron, ever. We have not fought base Omnitron ever at all. And I also decided to use the information that we have to select heroes who haven't been on the stream for a while. Not the heroes, but rather the variants who haven't been on for a while. And in fact, Extreme Prime Warden's Fanatic has only been on once, which is very interesting. And the block has not been played in for a while. So unless... I didn't actually double check these numbers, but it does seem like it's up to date. Like, yeah, now that I added Omnitron, it says last appearance was 51. Omnitron previously was never fought. I mean, we fought, let's see, I accidentally did something. We fought Cosmic Omnitron 3 times, twice on Ultimate, 1 on Advanced, but we've never fought base Omnitron, so we're going with vanilla Omnitron. And the second reason for doing this, I feel like this camera's a little... I lower it a bit. Okay, that looks a bit better. It felt like I was too low. The secondary reason for doing this is because I'm going to start doing the Summer of Ultimates. So my first game is always a predetermined match, just so people can start rolling in. And then we get to the viewer's choice game, which everyone loves and adores. And then we get the random match, which is random. But the first match, I've always had like some sort of motive. Not really, it's more just like what I feel like doing. And what I feel like doing this summer is playing through all of the villains on ultimate difficulty. And I thought I would start with the base set. I would start with the 4 villains in the base game. I would move my way onwards. It will certainly last longer than the summer unless I decide to do 2 predetermined games a week, I don't know. We're just gonna start here with Ultimate Omnitron. So it's Advanced and Challenge. Advanced rule on the front, increase damage dealt by devices by 1. Advanced rule on the back, reduce damage dealt to devices by 1. And because this is base Omnitron, he flips every round. So he does different things. When he plays additional cards, there's a damage reduction. When he pulls cards from the trash, there's a damage increase. And his challenge rule, for every 7 damage Omnitron is dealt in the round, the heroes may choose 1 villain component to be destroyed. Ignore the second line of text on villain component cards. Meaning that you have to, you can't destroy all. If he plays multiple components, like if he plays 2 Disintegration Rays, we only get to destroy 1 of them for each 7 damage. So, it's actually a pretty tame challenge relative to Cosmic Omnitron. Which we have fought twice, but we're going to start with base Omnitron since we've not seen him before. And we're playing with heroes who haven't been seen for a while. Raw Horus of 2 Horizons, who is starting with Excavation, Flame Spike, Summon Staff, and Wrathful Gaze. Prime Warden's Captain Cosmic, who has Augmented Ally, Cosmic Weapon, Destructive Response, and Energy Bracer. Extreme Prime Warden's Fanatic, who has 2 Aegises of Resurrection, a Chastise, and a Holy Nova. And the Eternal Haka, or sorry, the Savage Haka, sorry, I was reading the line up top. The Savage Haka, base Haka, who has Enduring Intercession, Ground Pound, Rampage, and Tayaha. And we're playing in the block, and here we go. Sedative Flechettes comes out, so it's nice to see this card super early, because that makes ongoing cards more likely to stay in play. And he plays Adaptive Plating Subroutine. So he didn't play any devices or components, which means that if I destroy the adaptive plating, it's not going to come back. But you know, this hero team has only 1 hero with ongoing destruction, and that's Fanatic, so this is going to be interesting. If I inflict that willingly on myself, we will need an ultimatist mode for viewer's choice. I mean, if you guys want to do Ultimate too, we could just make it an even better Summer of Ultimates. I choose Ultimate, you choose Ultimate, random chooses Ultimate, only Ultimates ever. Right, so the adaptive plating is out. We can't hit him with multiple instances of the same damage type. Rod doesn't have a damage dealing power just yet, but I guess if I summon Staff, we might draw one. We get a Fire Blast. Right, so I could play Staff of Ra to regain those 3 hit points. I could throw the Staff, I guess, just to get rid of it. I could play the Staff and then play Fire Blast next round, and then Fire Blast benefits from a +1. Or I could play the Staff and then I could use his base power to draw 3, discard 2, and maybe get the damage dealer faster. So I think I'm going to do that. We get Scorched Earth, Flame Spike, Summon Staff. So no new powers still. Excavation is probably a boring card. Wrathful Gaze also probably a boring card. We get Flame Barrier, so no damage dealing powers yet, and we're already a quarter of a way through his deck. So now, if I put Energy Bracer on Haka and he plays Enduring Intercession, people tend to criticize Enduring Intercession, but if I get a bunch of damage resistance on Haka and he plays Enduring Intercession, then we don't have to worry about the environment at all. Until Omnitron decides to terraform the environment, which would be pretty bad. Augmented Ally for additional powers. We could have Haka use his base power and Tayaha, except that won't have much effect with the adaptive plating subroutine. And the other heroes don't have really multiple powers at the moment. I could play a Cosmic Weapon and give someone a different power. Bear in mind, this is the side with -1, so Omnitron is taking 1 fewer point of damage each turn, or each instance of damage. I think I want to just go with Energy Bracer, and we'll put that on Haka. We'll get set up for Enduring Intercession. And we get Wounding Buffer. And then Fanatic. For base power, deals only 1 damage, but redirects all damage dealt by Fanatic to that target. Which could be cool. We don't have really any damage dealers right now. I could play the Aegis, but it's kind of early for that. I think I'm just going to skip because I want to get cards. We get Brutal Censure, and we get Final Dive. Haka's okay with playing Tayaha. We can at least start chipping away at Omnitron. We have damaged Ultimate Omnitron! And a minion. Alright, so the block is playing Prison Riot, so we're getting 3 inmates for free. Time Crazed Prisoner, Imprisoned Rogue, Char. Delicious. Are they gonna get terraformed? Nope, but Technological Singularity is destroying the equipments that we played. And these are getting +1s. Still no drones or components. Interesting. Alright, well, let's summon the Staff. Get an Inferno. Char is kind of... Char's... Well, he only does 2 and 2. But, you know, we do have... We haven't played Enduring Intercession yet, though. But we do have that. Looking at us. 14 damage is a lot, but we can't really destroy him because we don't have environment destruction unless we choose to do 14 points of damage. I could Chastise. Play next to a non-hero target other than a character card. That target is immune to damage and cannot deal damage. At the start of your turn, Fanatic may deal herself 2 psychic damage. If she takes no damage this way, this card is destroyed. Which would make Char immune to damage, but would also make us immune to Char's damage. Which is probably a way of getting around Char's damage dealing. Time-crazed prisoner is currently targeting Haka, but he's easy to dispatch. Imprisoned rogue is increasing damage dealt by Char into prisoner by 1. So we have lots of pretty awful things happening here. Lots of awful things. I might just want to get rid of Char, because I do have a lot of damage dealing, at least on Ra's end. Scorched Earth is doing each non-hero target 3 fire. I think that's actually significant. Let's do that. Take advantage of the 3 environments. And then let's see if we can get powers. Like Inferno is not a power. Excavation is not a power. Inferno is not a power. This is a one-shot Ra. Very one-shot. I'm gonna ditch an Inferno. And there is a power. Drawn to the Flame. And it does damage based on the number of villain ongoing cards. So Haka is a rampage, but it will require him to hit each hero target for 2 melee. I'm not sure that's a fair trade-off. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, it will do 5 damage to Char, but I don't know. 5 damage to Char versus, and 2 damage to all versus 2 and 2. If we can get rid of Char, I guess that would be best. I could final dive the imprisoned rogue into Char. That takes Char down to 8. So Cosmic Weapon on Cosmic would put Char down to 5, and then Rampage would take him out. Alright, I'm gonna do that then, actually. So as I said, I was not going to Rampage, and then I changed my mind. Very indecisive. Let's just hit Omni. Redirect all damage dealt by Fanatic to Omnitron, in case it matters. All right. Unfortunately, Omnitron is currently immune to melee, so the base power is useless. Imprisoned rogue. There's a drone. And there's another adaptive plating subroutine, so he's going to be super immune to damage. Excellent. Well, with the 2 adaptive plating subroutines, I can just draw to the flame for 2 damage to all. Sorry, 1 damage to the villains because they have a -1. But it is something. Who would benefit from the dynamic siphon? Probably Ra with his drawn to the flame. I can still cosmic weapon. Filter Officer would take out a construct if it comes out. And Sedative Flechettes would take out constructs. I think I'm gonna opt for damage. I'm gonna get this guy down to 1 because then he'll only do 1 damage. Not sure there's an exciting play here. I kind of want cards. Brutal Censure would help with that. Skip would also help, especially since the base power doesn't do anything really right now. Holy Nova redirects all the damage to Omnitron, who is a -1. I could play Divine Focus. And actually, so when Omnitron flips, he won't have the -1. Then at the start of Raw's turn and Chrono Ranger's turn and Fanatic's turn, she could discard a card to deal 2 damage. And then Fanatic can deal herself 4 damage, which by her base power would redirect to Omnitron for 4 free damage. I like that. Let's do that. I have to make sure this does work, though. Redirect damage dealt by Fanatic to Omnitron. Perfect. So don't do this now. I could Enduring Intercession, and that would save the construct from the possible environment play. I'm gonna get Dominion. And do 1 point of damage to Omnitron. Because we do need him to not be immune to Radiant. Don't do that. Warden Hopeful. Omnitron flips. I could discard a card now. Discard an Aegis. We got another drone. Let's throw that on Haka because he has the -1. Yes. Okay. Currently immune to Radiant, so don't do that. I can Staff of Ra and do extra damage with Drawn to the Flame. Why, yes, I will do 3 fire damage to all non-hero targets. That seems like a great number. Now I can discard for this. Smite the Transgressor. So I do have to try to use Cosmic Weapon here. Augmented Ally on Haka, actually, or on Ra, because he discards a card and then draws 3 and discards 2. We can basically cycle through his deck faster to get the cards that he wants to have. I have to do this damage in order for Fanatic's thing to work. And then Fanatic discards something. Let's discard Aegis again. Then deals herself 4, which redirects. That worked. I want to play Holy Nova and redirect all the damage to Omnitron, except only one of the damages would go through. So I'm just gonna Brutal Censure instead. And there's the Consecrated Grounds. We can destroy one of the Adaptive Platings. I'm just gonna keep this up, I guess. I could play Taiaha. could hit Omnitron for a little more, and I could take out the drone. I could play Dominion, and then when Hopeful destroys the imprisoned rogue, Haka draws 2 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna Taha. Both are valid options, I think. You get another Enduring Intercession. Hopeful. Oh no, the rogue destroyed Hopeful. No! Hopeful! Right, because the rogue acts first. And we are losing one of these things. After all. And we're not going to have a retaliation from Captain Cosmic because we used the Cosmic Weapon this round. So... damage reduction or Cosmic Weapon? We have another Cosmic Weapon, I guess, so I can just ditch this one. And we have our first component, the Electromagnetic Railgun. That's an ongoing card, so Haka's Drawn to the Flame is now going to do 3 fire damage to all non-hero targets. But I can discard a card to use a power. And the power could be to draw 3 and discard 2. I'm gonna ditch Flame Spike because I'm basically using it without the damage part. Draw 3, discard 2, we get another staff, we get Solar Flare, and we get Fire Blast. Solar Flare can be really good. Really, really good. I'm gonna ditch Inferno. There's a lot of good options here now. Ditch Flame Barrier. That could be useful, but Haka could damage Ra or something. I don't know. Summon Staff. Get another Drawn to the Flame. It is not limited, except if Omnitron plays another sedative. Flechettes both get destroyed because he does not discriminate against number of cards. There's no such thing as ongoing fodder in this match. I could play Solar Flare, and then Drawn to the Flame will do 3 + 1 + 2 damage, which is 6. A crazy number. And then I could just destroy Solar Flare. Or I could leave it out. He will only deal himself 5 psychic damage at the end of his turn. I mean, I can't do any more damage to Omnitron because of the adaptive plating subroutines, but I think I'm going to put Solar Flare out. Still not sure if I'm going to keep it out, but I'm going to put it out. Oh, right, -1. Well, that's still fine. So, dare I destroy Solar Flare? I'm gonna keep it out. Let's be crazy, Raw. I just like the idea of dealing 6 fire damage to all non-hero targets. So I could put the Cosmic Weapon on Cosmic again. Do have a Final Dive, but we have a Consecrated Ground too. I think I'm gonna put Destructive Response out, and I'm going to Absorb, just in case. I guess the Filter Officer is currently going to destroy a construct, but we could destroy him. Let's Consecrate the Grounds. Get rid of adaptive plating. This isn't gonna hit Omnitron. That's not. This is gonna redirect to Omnitron because of Fanatic being Fanatic. . We can destroy the filter officer with Haka easily though. So let's Dominion and then Taiha. And that way we can draw 2 cards. Alright. So chat hasn't been moving. Just want to make sure. Is anyone there? I'm just imagining that I'm GLaDOS. Is anyone there? It's not even GLaDOS, it's the turrets. Is anyone there? Activating. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. Alright, everyone's just chilling, that's fine. I wanted to make sure my chat didn't die or something. That was what I was more worried about. Defensive Displacement has come out, by the way. Reduce all damage by 2 at the start of the environment turn. If there are no inmates in play, destroy this card. So it's going to destroy itself at the start of the next round, or start of the next environment turn. We have an Assault Drone and an Automaton Drone. Let's do the first hit on Cosmic, because the second hit will hit Fanatic for more. And Fanatic likes lower HP values. Discard a card. I don't think we really need to be immune to fire damage. We get Flesh of the Sun God. Alright, so we got it back. Imbued Fire. Solar Flare. Alright, so now what? Let's ditch the Flesh of the Sun God again. Let's ditch Draw into the Flame. There's now only 1 villain ongoing card. So the unfortunate thing is that we reduce the number of villain ongoing cards. We also have defensive displacement, so now Solar Flare, or Draw into the Flame, is doing 1+1+2 -2, which is 2 fire damage to all non-hero targets. It's only doing 2! Unless I play another Solar Flare. But on the other hand, you know, it's also doing less damage to Raw at the end of the turn, so I could just do 3 Psychic at the end of his turn to keep it in play. If I imbued Fire, then we won't be able to hit Omnitron several times in a turn. If I put a second Solar Flare out, Raw could take out both drones easily. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna keep them out though, the Solar Flares. I mean, it's only 3 damage each. But I am hindered by the fact that we have that adaptive plating, so I can't do a bunch of damage instances. Like I mean, Staff of Ra is actually not fire damage, which is the annoying thing. This only increases fire damage. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna ditch the Solar Flares at this point. Unflagging animation can bring constructs back, but there's only 1 in the trash. Plus, it doesn't combo well with base power, because a construct has to be shuffled into the deck for Cosmic to either draw or play a card. Wounding Buffer could be triggered by Haka or Ra, or Fanatic for that matter. This is kind of a bad team for Wounding Buffer. Potent Disruption, we have an Augmented Ally, Dynamic Siphon, and an Energy Bracer. But this isn't really the time to use it, I guess. Let's just put a Cosmic Weapon on Fanatic, I guess. I mean, it is the character on the art is Fanatic, so it is fitting that it would be Fanatic on the card. And let's see, well, she has Absolution. That will do 1 point of damage. So we have that going for us, which is nice. So now I kind of want to play Haka of Shielding to draw cards because none of these other ones are exciting. I could Ground Pound. I kind of want to save Ground Pound for if an Electropulse Explosive comes out so that we have extra time to deal with it. So instead I'm going to Haka of Shielding. You get a Taumoko. You get a Mare. And I certainly don't need all those Enduring Intercessions, so I can just ditch one of those. Reduce the next damage dealt to Haka by 2. So now with the Taumoko, I could easily play Enduring Intercession with Energy Bracer, and all environment damage dealt to hero targets gets redirected to Haka for 2 fewer points of damage. Punish the weak! Vitality Surge! Block Guard. Destroys the Energy Bracer. Okay, well, there goes the Energy Bracer. Destructive Response goes off, though, so we can utilize that. Omnitron's down to 54 hit points. I could ping the Dynamic Siphon. So Ra could do 2 points of damage to a bunch of targets. Sure. No, that will make him immune to fire, and that's bad before Ra's turn. Shuffle Energy Bracer into my deck. Do I have a card to play? Let's draw a card. Harsh Offense. We have the Automaton Drone. And Sedative Flechettes. Well, that's going to destroy all these constructs. Order's not going to matter, though. I can have this go off, but I can't hit villain targets. Actually... Ongoings are getting destroyed. And the constructs are getting destroyed, so this would be the time to play Potent Disruption. Let's ping the Dynamic Siphon, because it's definitely going away, so I might as well use this. Drums of the Flame is going to do 1+1, 2 points of damage to all of the non-hero targets. -1 to the villains. If I throw the staff, that's 3+1, -1 to villains. I can destroy the drone before it acts. But I could also use Potent Disruption to do that. Because it will have... I will be able to destroy the Cosmic Weapon, which has 4 hit points. Which will do 4+1, -1 to the drone. Staff isn't getting destroyed. I mean, I can destroy it, but it's not getting destroyed by Omnitron right now. Question now is, do I want to do 2 points of damage to Omnitron or 3? Or no, it's going to be 1 because it's reduced. The Drums of the Flame will be 1. Staff of Ra will be 3. And then I could just play it again and get the hit points. I'm going to do that. I'm going to destroy the staff. I can't hit these. And hitting those is to no effect. Shuffle it into my deck. Play Potent Disruption. Destroy the Cosmic Weapon. Shuffle it into my deck. And now I could play another card. Unflagging Animation, but that would just get destroyed immediately. Harsh offense would deal damage. No. Draw a card. Energy Bracer. And then this can destroy the drone. Then Dynamic Siphon is destroyed. Shuffle it in. And then draw. And there goes all these ongoings. But he's played both Sedative Flechettes, so now he's not going to play Ongoing Destruction again, which is the good news. Ongoing cards are safe. Equipments are not. Let's heal Ra up. Omnitron is currently immune to projectiles, so Staff of Ra's not the good play. We do get that Blazing Tornado, so now we do have a base power that does consistent damage to one target. Lots of good cards here, though. So, yeah, there's only one construct in the trash. I could still put the Energy Bracer on Haka together with Talmoko, and then Enduring Intercession in a future turn to save us from the environment. Damage is not getting redirected right now. We could probably use the hit points, though. That block guard, currently targeting Energy Bracer, which doesn't do damage innately. Today on Enduring Intercession, having a use for the first time. I mean, we could use it. It's not really gonna do much. I mean, Time Crazed Prisoner is going to come out. It's going to have 14 cards in the trash, which is great because then it's going to do 14 melee damage to Ra, which redirects to Haka for 12. That's a nice combo. I can Final Dive him easily, though, so I don't want to use Final Dive, obviously. Holy Nova would put Block Guard down to 4. Smite the Transgressor would do 2 points of damage. So I could smite and absolve the guard, but we do still have Taya, so I could smite the guard and then use base power and absolution on Omnitron. Could also skip. That's a bit boring. I think the easiest option is to smite, just to guarantee that he's at 3 for Haka. And I can use an additional power. So normally I would go with Radiant. He's been dealt. He's immune to projectile, but I'm gonna go melee. Although it doesn't matter at all. But so that I can use the base power and it's not innately immune to radiant damage. Not that it mattered at all. Actually, melee was the bad choice. Melee was not a good choice because now Haka can't do the damage. Hey, Seamus, how are you doing? So we're halfway there. Let's put out the Talmoko. And then I can do this. Punish the Weak is another option that could work. We would do a +1 to the block guard and then a +1 to Omnitron. But I'm going to try to get set up for Enduring Intercession right before the Time Crazed Prisoner comes out and is going to do 14 melee damage to Haka. Interpolation Beam. Together with the Repair Drone. So whenever a player draws a card, Omnitron deals them 1 energy damage. +1 by advanced rules, so we kind of want to get rid of that ASAP if possible. Still don't have the other ongoing destruction on Fanatic, so we still have that adaptive plating subroutine. Jeez. That's making this game harder than it should be. I can throw the staff at Omnitron. I don't really want to damage the Time Crazed Prisoner because I want Final Dive to do the maximum number of damage. Your referendum is passing at 70%. Yes! That is a good one. Fire Blast will do 6 points of damage. Staff of Ra will do 4 points of damage. And I have another staff in my hand. That will get rid of the Interpolation Beam, so I can draw cards without worry. So I'm going to do that. Well, 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 it has come to this. Let's augment Ra again. He has lots of cards in his hand anyway. And then Fanatic can Final Dive. The Time Crazed Prisoner. This is going to redirect to Omnitron, who's immune to projectile. Can I do something different here to fix that? Harsh Offense would do it. Yeah, we'll do that. Because I want to be able to damage Omnitron. I don't want to waste this 4 damage. I only revealed 1 construct with that, though. We revealed Autonomous Blade, Harsh Offense, Sustained Influence. Yeah, we drew the Sustained Influence. We're not drawing it now. Sustained Influence is gone. Instead, we had a Cosmic Weapon. But now I can certainly Final Dive the Time Crazed Prisoner. He's down to 30. Emboldened. Alright. So I can get rid of the Repair Drone with Punish the Weak. And this will do 1 extra point of damage to Omnitron. Will we get a Rampage? No. We do have a Haka of Battle. We've had a Haka of Battle. And then the Block Guard comes out. Oh no, Energy Bracer cannot deal damage. Disintegration Ray. Assault Drone. We have not seen any EPE. He has, what, 2 of those in his deck? We haven't seen the Terraformings. He has that Technological Singularity left. But we might be able to clinch this. We still don't have the other ongoing destruction. Does she only have the 1? She only has the 1. We're probably not going to see that. So Imbued Fire, as tempting as it is not going to be utilized in this match. Currently immune to melee. I can Blazing Tornado, though. So I'm gonna do that. So immune to fire right now. How many constructs do we have? We have one. We have the energy bracer. And the block guard is currently targeting the energy bracer. We could just say farewell to it, I guess. Cosmic weapon, would that have a use? I guess with only one construct out, the base power is pretty... I mean, I guess it is, if Energy Bracer is getting destroyed, I could use base power to have an extra effect. I could construct Cataclysm to deal 2 energy damage. But then Fanatic or Cosmic would be dealt damage and be unable to deal damage the next round. Augmented ally. See, we're kind of suffering from the fact that most of these heroes do only like a single type of damage except for Fanatic, but we can't get past the -1 right now. Haka of Battle. Your hand has 11 cards. But Haka of Battle is one of them. You play it, you draw 2, so you have 12 cards. You could play it to increase the next damage dealt by Haka by 12. And then Taiaha, but that will do a -1 to Omnitron because of Punish the Weak. And then the -1 by the rule. Is she redirecting? No. Let's just put the Augmented Ally on Raw. That was my original plan last round and it fell apart. Don't know yet how I'm going to deal with the block guard. Actually, I think the easiest way is to use Absolution on the block guard and then Haka uses Taiaha. We could actually embolden Haka. The slight issue with this is that Fanatic cannot deal him 2 radiant damage because of Energy Bracer and Taumoko. But we will be able to hit the block guard and the assault drone and Omnitron on Haka's turn. Disintegration rate. Omnitron has been dealt 2 damage. I think we're not getting rid of this, is what's happening. If I go that route, I could just... Well... This is doing 5 to the highest. That's not too bad. Hey, Lone Wolf, how are you doing? I could chastise the block guard. Still would make Haka do less damage, though. But I could chastise and an absolution to do 2 damage, and then Haka could do elbow smash and Taiaha, and that's gonna do 1 point of damage each, though. Brutal Censure the drone. Oh, that's actually duh. This could target the drone. You are right. I keep forgetting that this can target a different thing. It's currently targeting the Energy Bracer, but Energy Bracer has 2. get the assault drone down to 2. Energy or brutal censure would do that. Yeah, that seems. Nope, that's only 1. Well, Taiaha would do that. So I'm gonna do this. So Taiaha will put the drone down to 1. Oh, you're immune to Radiant somehow. Oh, because I just used Brutal Censure on you. Duh. So now he's been dealt... How many points of damage? Also, there's an issue with my plan with Haka earlier that he can't do melee damage more than once. 5 damage. That's kind of annoying. I could Haka of Battle just to do extra damage, though. Or I could just say, whatever, Disintegration Ray is not going to end the game. It can stay in play. Vitality Surge draws a card. I mean, I could just play 1 Haka of Battle and discard only 1 card, and I would still profit 1 card. So Mare, Dominion, discard, stop, and then this does 2 points. Yay, that worked. And then now Assault Drone's the lowest. And we have a Savage Mana. Defensive Displacement. Well. The Repair Drone. And an Automaton Drone. That did only 1 damage. Ugh. The defensive displacements have been coming out at terrible times. We were planning on doing a lot of damage this round. Thanks, Filter. Yes. So this is doing 2 points of damage. Yeah, this is kind of sucky. And I can't destroy it. Do I just pile the mediocre damage on Omnitron? Or do I go after the drones because defensive displacement will get destroyed? Or do I ground pound and not worry about the drones? Do I take out the repair drone because he regains HP regardless? I mean, if I don't take out the repair drone, it is currently having Omnitron regain 4 hit points. So taking out the repair drone is essentially doing 4 damage later. And slightly more if drones are played on the next turn. Versus doing 2 damage here. And especially since we don't really have super damage dealing coming ahead. I do probably want to do this hit. So... what's harsh offense? We got 2 constructs. This will take out the repair drone. Alright. That's done. That's the good news. Repair drone is gone. So Absolution is going to do 1 point of damage. That's the only thing that can do damage other than Divine Sacrifice. Which actually isn't a terrible play. Because this does do 1 irreducible. I can hit Omnitron. I don't really want to take out the Assault Drone because the Block Guard's still targeting it. I could hit the Automaton Drone, and that would redirect its damage to Fanatic. Yeah, we'll do that. I could also hit a Construct. Nothing would happen there, though. Also, trivia, I believe this is the only base game card that involves irreducible damage. But do correct me if I'm wrong, because I was thinking like a month ago that irreducible was a keyword that was introduced later on, because I couldn't remember any original cards that had the word irreducible on it. So, fun fact. If it's true. If it's a true fact, it's a fun fact. If it's a false fact, it's a sad lie. Yeah, I don't want to target the others. And you've been hit by Radiant, so I have to make this fire. I could actually eat the Assault Drone. And I could put the Automaton Drone down to 1. With Tyahod, Punish the Weak. Because that's doing 0, but this is doing 2. Yeah, so this would be fine. And there's a Rampage! Lockdown! Alright, so the drones are gone. And Omnitron's flipping back to the front side or back side or whatever. We have another component. We're playing another card. It's terraforming, so he's going to play 2 extra cards. These cards are Electropulse Explosive and the Assault Drone. Okay. EPE is out. Now, the thing to remember about Omnitron is when Omnitron is destroyed, Omnitron's villain character card is removed from play. The heroes cannot win until there are no devices in play. So if I try to ignore the EPE, Legacy, Wraith, Tachyon, Absolute Zero, Bunker, Visionary, Raw, Fanatic, Haka, and who else? Who's the other base set hero? Tempest. Yeah, so if I ignore the Electropulse Explosive and I try to take out Omnitron, EPE will still live, and it will terrorize us. I could destroy Omnitron to get rid of the advanced rule, but... well, we're certainly going to discard a card, so we'll discard Scorched Earth because it's useless right now. Yeah, I'm gonna do base. Wrathful Gaze. Summon Staff. Shuffle the deck. Inferno. So that's pretty useless. I mean, it's not really useless, but and Fanatic is the only one. Now, the other thing to note is that, you know, this is version 2 of the base set. Was the original base set, as in the one that Christopher and Adam don't like... Excuse me. The one that Christopher and Adam don't like speaking of, does that involve irreducible damage still? The one where where Rest the Mind does 2 damage and can be targeted on anyone. Well, we still have these ground pounds. We can certainly ground pound and ignore the EPE for at least a round, and we have a Chastise too, which is not as useful. They have a -1 right now, which is not pointed out here. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. That was me dragging and accidentally got a card up. Taiha is currently targeting the assault drone. If I do 1 point of damage, then Haka can take out the assault drone, although I guess with Rampage, but that would require sacrificing the ground pound play. Rampage would do a lot of damage. It will do 5 damage to the assault drones, or assault drone singular, and then 3 damage to the other guys. If I take out the drone, then it will do 5 damage to the Electropulse explosive. If I can do 10 points of damage to the Electropulse, then I could proceed to Savage Mana for 2 × 3 + 1 - 1. So it'll do 6 damage to Omnitron. Yeah, that's the issue, is that if Omnitron is removed from play, the hero still can't win until there are no devices, so I still have to take out the assault drone and the EPE. Namely the EPE. That's the big bad guy here. I can summon Staff because there are staves back in my deck. And I can summon Staff again because there are staves back in my deck. So that's exciting. Let's see, Fire Blast will do 5 points of damage. Blazing Tornado will do 3 points. I don't want to Imbued Fire because that won't help with the adaptive plating. Or the adaptive plating subroutine will make that terrible. Inferno. I don't need to worry about the assault drone because Haka has that. Really, the main thing I have to take out is the EPE. So Fire Blast for 5, Blazing Tornado for 3. We'll put it down to 7. So I only have to do 2 points of damage with someone else. And Fanatic could do that with Absolution. So yeah, I can do that. I could also use Cosmic Weapon for that purpose, because the hope is that we can end the game, but I don't think that's going to happen. Will Imbued Fire do more than 5 damage in a round? Imbued Fire, you can only destroy it with the power. So I would have to play it and then destroy it later, which means I wouldn't be able to do it in time for things. I could construct Cataclysm, Energy Bracer, and Augmented Ally to to do 2 targets, 3 energy each, which would hit Omnitron and the EPE. And then the EPE's at 5, which is the magic number. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to take out Omnitron this round, after all. I'll just do Cosmic Weapon on Cosmic. So I'm definitely not going to be able to take out Omnitron, which means that probably the best bet would be to put things under Savage Mana and then not use it just yet. Let's embolden Haka. And then do something here. Actually, because when I take out the EPE, Haka will do 5 points with Rampage. Savage Mana would do 6 points. No, we still won't be able to take out Omnitron. I'm trying to figure out how to finagle this, but it's just short. But I was thinking maybe I could put Embolden on Haka and then he could use Taiaha to take out Omnitron, but I don't think that's going to work. So I'm just going to keep the things under Savage Mana for now, except you're immune to melee, so never mind then. I am going to use Savage Mana. I mean, the EPE can't come back unless he shuffles his deck. He's down to 8. Time-crazed prisoner. We get a repair drone and disintegration ray. All right, we got this. It's easy. So, Fire Blast. Blazing Tornado. And then Staff of Ra. We did it! We have defeated Ultimate Omnitron! 1 down. So for those of you who tuned in after the start of the stream, I am doing Summer of Ultimates, where my predetermined match is going to be playing through Ultimate matches. And we started with Ultimate Omnitron because we have apparently never played base Omnitron on Dolphin staff. We've played Cosmic Omnitron 3 times, we've played base Omnitron 0 times, and in his initial appearance, we defeated him. And now we have to face the evils that is chat. So it's time for viewer's choice. So, who wants to participate in viewer's choice? I probably should make a list. Ankroyd, Seamus Butler, JZC is in. This is the summer of ultimates. That doesn't mean you have to do an ultimate match, but if you want to be thematic, just make sure it's not a terrible match, please. Yeah. I can at least decide how I want my match to go, but I don't have any say on you. Any other takers? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ankroyd. Classic or team? Classic. Very classy. Seamus, 3, 4. No, that's not the next question. Next question is choose a villain. Then JZC, 3, 4, or 5 heroes. Ankroyd, choose hero number 1. Seamus, choose hero number 2. Oops. JZ, choose hero number 3. So we have some double questions here. We're playing solo. We're playing a solo villain. Hero number 1 is Extremist Sky. We're playing with just the 3 heroes. So we got 3 heroes. After JZ is Ankroyd. Choose the environment. And Seamus. Standard, advanced, challenge, or ultimates. And that's the gamut of questions. Hero 2, so we had an Apostate in there, so we're playing against Apostate. We're playing with base Tempest, and we're playing ultimates! The summer of ultimates! We're playing in the Freedom Tower. And that leaves JZC for Hero 3. Brook City Wraith. They're playing Ultimate Apostate versus Extremist Skyscraper, Tempest, and Brook City Wraith in Freedom Tower. So let's see. Some stats, since I have this page open here. We have fought Apostate 4 times. Once advanced, once challenged, 2 ultimates. This is the 3rd ultimate, so this is number 5. I haven't added that yet. He was last fought last week, actually. He was last week as in 2 weeks ago, viewer's choice. So you're very original with your villain choices, guys. Very original. Let's see. Extremist Skyscraper has been used 8 times, last time on week 49. Base Tempest was last used on week 48. He's been used 9 times. Tempest overall has been used 25 times. Skyscraper overall has been used 24 times. These are games, not weeks. And then Brook City Wraith was last used in week 39. She has made 2 appearances. Wraith overall has made 18 appearances. As far as the environments go, Freedom Tower has been used 7 times, last featured in week 44. So, and that's not the least fought environment. We have fought in Megalopolis 3 times, that's the least. The most, Brook City with 12 and Enclave with 12. So that's that. So let's go ahead and add these things in. So we beat Omnitron. I don't know if it's a good idea to do this while we're doing the stream, but might as well commit to it, right? Viewer's choice. This is Apostate. ultimate with Extremist, Sky, Tempest, and Rook City Wraith in Freedom Tower. Alright. The world is as I say it is. Believe in my truths. Believe in me. I fight things both large and small with equal ability. Look out, friend persons. I do not want you to become squished. Alright. So, Extremist Sky is starting with Explosive Reveal, Micro Assembler, Neutralizing Resonator, and Thorathian Monolith. Tempest has Chain Lightning, Flash Flood, Reclaim from the Deep, and Shielding Winds. And Rook City Wraith has 2 impromptu inventions, a Trust Fund, and Utility Belt. So, Ultimate Apostate. Advanced rule on the front. At the start of the game, the Tome of the Unknowable is put into play. The villain deck is shuffled. Advanced rule on the back. Whenever a demon card is destroyed, the top card of the villain deck is played. The challenge rule. Whenever a demon card enters play, the top card of the villain deck is played. So demons, chain, card plays. So yeah. We have Condemnation. We have Tome of the Unknowable. Deck shuffles. Apocalypse. At the start of the environment turn, destroy all cards except for relics. It's actually perfect to start with that because fine, whatever. Can we destroy the tome? Well, if we go huge, then no, because she deals each target 2 Sonic. So Sky can't destroy it. Straight up. Apostate has a backside. What? Let's see. Well, if we're normal, either play a link or move a link from your trash and then play the bottom card of your deck. Could be anything. Are there cards that involve card draws? I don't think so. Well, the apocalypse is here, and we can't destroy it, can we? So as fun as that impromptu invention is, we're probably not going to use it. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, proportionist. I was more focused on immediate card draw. Like, does she have a card that says draw card? Actually, I'm pretty sure she has one. Rest and recover. Yeah, draw 1 card. Okay, yeah, we don't want to play the bottom card of her deck. We don't want to draw a card because if we draw a card, he plays a card. I could go Thorathian Monolith to do 2 damage to the tome, and then Squall would take it out. And that's probably my best bet. No, I don't want to draw a card. So, I didn't even have to do that. I could have probably just skipped because I have Chain Lightning. Is there really any better option here? I mean, we don't really want to play anything except for one-shots, because Apocalypse is going to destroy everything. So like, I sort of want to keep Chain Lightning, but at the same time I could use it to do a lot of damage to Condemnation. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Big damage blows to Condemnation always. And then later, the thingy. the card that makes damage reductions happen. The bad one. Lightning Slash, that's a big damage dealer. So this is a situation where you actually don't want to play Impromptu Invention because Apocalypse is going to destroy everything. Unless I get really lucky and I draw a grappling hook. But I don't want to do that. Also, technically, it says search your deck for an equipment card and either put it into play or your hand. So I could play it to put equipments in my hand, but I would rather keep it to put them into play. So instead, I'm going to Trust Fund. Get Infrared Eyepiece, Throwing Knives, so I would not have gotten the Thingamabobber Doohickey card, but I can discard some number of these. Let's Suture Self and Infrared, I guess. And then I can at least take a look here. Training Simulator, at the start of the environment turn, move a villain target from the villain trash into... No! No! Please, no! Legacy's Landing Pad. Oh, I guess like the environment card wouldn't have lasted at all. Relic Spirit. That's a demon card. Relic. Alright. Unfortunately, Legacy's Landing Pad is helping the villain here. Ow! Also, her huge power. There are no environment targets, so we can use this to destroy an environment card so Skyscraper deals each target 2 sonic damage, by the way. In case that's relevant. I could put Neutralizing Resonator in play to destroy any future apocalypses. I could also use that with Sky's base power. Yeah, no, I'll just play it. I could also play Micro Assembler. Let's put this on Wraith because we can get her super set up. Compulsion Canister. Let's put that on Apostate because he has a +1. Ho ho! Okay. Legacy's Landing Pad. Well, I can still hit the gauntlet for now. Flash Flood destroys up to 2 environment cards. I might want to keep that. I mean, this is sort of me being a RPG player where I want to save cards for emergencies. Legacy's Landing Pad isn't too bad, though. Can be a lot worse. We have a Chain Lightning in that trash. We have a Thorathian Monolith in that trash. We have cards in that trash. I'm just gonna Lightning Slash. I can do this on Condemnation. This is gonna put it at lowest HP. It is not considered to be the lowest, but that's fine because it's at 1. And then I can Impromptu Inventions. So let's get micro targeting. Let's get Utility Belt. Let's get Throwing Knives. And then let's Throwing Knives it up. Well, let's make sure we hit this guy first. And then this. Not considered to be the lowest. And then I can get whatever cards I want. Let's discard that one, I guess. Smoke Bombs at least has immediate use. the start of the environment turn, a player may discard their hand. Alright, we're getting profane summons. We have another gauntlet. And we have the runes. It's there. Yes, you are considered to be the lowest. I don't know that this really matters, though. Alright, well. If we go tiny, we can do irreducible damage. So I want to go tiny and put as many links as possible on the runes. Which unfortunately isn't too many. We can do 2 irreducible. And I probably want to keep tiny for now. I'm going to destroy the compulsion canister. Alright. And then I can reclaim and I can get the compulsion canister back. And I can get lightning slash back. And I can get impromptu invention back. So unfortunately this is not too useful of a squall. Alright, we do have a Wraith with micro-targeting computer which counters the runes, which is the good news. So... I can do throwing knives. Yeah, I can do throwing knives. This doesn't hit this gauntlet. It will hit this gauntlet though. And it will also hit Apostate. And then I can use the Razor Ordnance to take out the runes. Perfect. Entry point. Put that on Legacy's landing pad. Alright, there's a demon. There's a demon. There's a relic. These are all considered to be the highest. Which means they're also all the lowest. Alright, I have to destroy cards. Well, this is sitting next to nobody. Let's see. Deal up to X targets 2 projectile and 2 fire damage each, where X is the number of cards destroyed this way. And there are 3 links. I could do this to destroy all the links. And then I could take out the orb. But we would lack ongoing destruction if I did that. I can do that though. I can do some number. We don't need a micro assembler, and I don't need both the neutralizing resonators. And I can move a link from my trash, like a neutralizing resonator. And the bottom of my deck was a rebounding debilitator. Yeah, we'll put that on Apostate. And a compulsion canister. Oh my gosh, I had no idea that was there. I have a stratosphere. But I don't want to stratosphere any of these things. I guess I could stratosphere a gauntlet. I don't want to stratosphere a demon because it's not going to do anything. Oh, but I do want to flash flood, probably. This is the time to flash flood. So I can get rid of Legacy's landing pad and the entry point, which is what I was waiting for, really. Okay. Impromptu invention. Oh, there's a grappling hook. Okay. Let's see. We have an infrared eyepiece in my hand. Make a computer is not in play. Stun bolt is nowhere. Let's put a stun bolt out. And an impromptu invention. Or an infrared eyepiece, rather, that word. So I can take out the orb. And I definitely want to take out the Imp Pilferer. And I can take out Gauntlet. I could also raise their Ordnance and take out the Gauntlet. Or the Fiendish Pugilist. Or I could Stun Bolt Apostate. And then that would make the Gauntlet less useful. But let's get rid of all the relics while we have the chance. All hero ongoing cards are also equipment cards. Ooh, boy. Oh, and there's a demon. There's a demon! I don't like double Imp Pilferers. There's another demon. And then this. So we're losing 4 cards. Ugh. Well, I don't need this. I don't need this. I mean, I could explosive reveal, but that's fine. Yeah. I have a Razor Ordnance in hand. And I don't need smoke bombs, I guess. Ugh. Alright, well, throwing knives gets rid of all the Imp Pilferers easily. So I don't need to worry about those, really. Let's just do this. Move the Micro Assembler back. Because now I could freely get any ongoing card in play through that. Micro Assembler, search your deck for an equipment card. Oh look, my ongoing cards are also equipment cards now. So like, Cleansing Downpour is an equipment card. Grievous Hailstorm is an equipment card. Localized Hurricane is an equipment card. Otherworldly Resilience is an equipment card. Vicious Cyclone is an equipment card. So I have that going for me, which is nice. I don't want to stratosphere any of these things. Electrical Storm is risky when there are Relic Spirits. We're not likely to see 5 damage at once, are we? I'm just gonna Lightning Slash. Alright, Fiendish Pugilist. Urgh. Whatever. Otherworldly Resilience is an equipment card. Alright, well I can get rid of the Impulforers. As well as the Fiendish Pugilist. And I'm just gonna stun bolt you, because you've been a jerk. Okay, so that's actually pretty risky. This is damaging the Relic Spirits. Okay, we're getting Profane Summons. Gets the Periaptive. Whoa! Oh, we didn't see any more relics? Really? I guess at some point we discarded the Corrupted Effigy because we played whatchamacallit? We played the Neutralizing Resonator, which discarded a card. At some point we discarded Corrupted Effigy and I didn't realize it. So, thank goodness we discarded Corrupted Effigy. That means we're not going to see ruins a second time, if we're lucky. Bad news is the Relic Spirits are going to get destroyed eventually by Frost's Cryo Chamber. Unless I can get rid of it. Which I don't have a Flash Flood for. I could Stratosphere one so that it returns at full HP. I could Grappling Hook it away, I guess. That's probably the best play. I could also discard a player's hand to destroy an environment card. I could just destroy it straight up and then deal each target 2 sonic damage, which also seems pretty bad. Or wait until he shuffles his deck. Unfortunately, he's not shuffling his deck for a while. Unless I just spam Neutralizing Resonators on him. Yeah, so the Relic Spirit, the first time a Relic Spirit is destroyed each turn, move 2 Relic cards from the villain trash into play. I could just destroy both of them in the same turn and move 4 relics, and yes, it will suck, but at least I won't have to worry about AoE damage, but I don't want to do that. Honestly, I guess Stratosphering is probably the best thing, even though it's not going to stop his next card play, but it will at least make it return at full hit points. Let's put this on Tempest. Let's destroy Frost's Cryo Chamber. And then Stratosphere, a Relic Spirit. And then I will discard Shielding Winds. And then I can get any of these cards into play. Genebound Shackles. I wanted to get an ongoing card, but I really just want Genebound Shackles. Let's Trust Fund. Micro-targeting. Micro-targeting. Inventory Barrage. Trust Fund. Okay, let's get rid of the micro-targetings because it's already in play. And then let's start with Throwing Knives. And then don't damage that. I can raise our ordnance the periapt. Okay. I think we're in good shape. Entry point. And then Relic Spirit. Oh my gosh, no way. Fiendish Pugilist. Okay, here we go. Remorseless Provocation. Dealing damage. Lots of damage. Profane Summons, which does nothing. Ouch. I can Neutralizing Resonator to discard another card. Colossal Left Hook. Explosive Reveal. Oh, it's Colossal Left Hook. The Pugilist. Discard that to play the Explosive Reveal someday. There we go. Get rid of these cards. Hit the Pugilist first. And then hit Apostate. Then let's move the canister into my hand. Tectonic Chokeslam. There are worse things. So none of these deal damage. I'm just gonna Otherworldly Resilience and then Squall. He's down to 19. That's the good news. Inventory Barrage is gonna do 12 damage, which isn't gonna kill him. I'm gonna put Combat Stance out though. I'm gonna do as much damage as I can here. Dr. Stinson's Secondary Lab. So reveal the top card of each deck and either discard or replace it. I don't think it really matters too much. It's not really going to last that long. Oh no. Combat Stance. Otherworldly Resilience. All right, we got this. Compulsion Canister on Tempest. Because Genebound Shackles. I don't want to use this though, because that's pretty dangerous. In fact, the Relic Spirit will get destroyed and we'll bring 2 relics out. So instead, I'm just not gonna do that. If you don't mind. This doesn't matter. The Rathia Monolith, I guess. Lightning Slash. Impromptu Invention. The order here matters. Gotta hit the Relic Spirit first. So then I can actually hit Apostate for a +2. But, oh. I was gonna say, I don't want this one to be considered the highest. But that's fine. We got this. I'm just gonna throw everything at him. The nuke. And we have defeated Ultimate Apostate! Woo! The Summer of Ultimates starts very well with 100% victory. That is right. And I am gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this stream. For those of you who didn't tune in at the start and didn't hear this in the middle as well, I am going to do the Summer of Ultimates, which will involve fighting each villain on ultimate difficulty. Now, of course, some of the villains don't have challenge rules yet, so we'll just fight those on advanced when they pop up. But for now, we will be fighting ultimate everything. At least the predetermined game will be ultimate. The viewer's choice game, you could choose for it not to be ultimate, but come on, you're gonna choose ultimate. You're gonna be peer pressured into it. The random match, not sure yet if I'm just gonna change the rules for that. It's not like I make the rules. No, I do make the rules. I could just make it ultimate. We will be streaming over the entirety of summer. We will be streaming Friday evenings because I will be teaching Thursday evenings. I'll also be teaching Tuesday evenings, which means I will not be there for Sentinels Live. I won't be there for Sentinels Live. I can watch the video of it later. But yeah, I'm teaching Tuesday and Thursday evenings, and it conflicts with Sentinels Live, and it conflicts with the old Dolphins dive time. So I will be here on Friday nights from this point forward for the summer at least. Speaking of the other streams, there's Sentinels Live every Tuesday with Jeremy and John and sometimes other guests. Every Friday now at 6 will be Dolphins Dive, and every Sunday at 7 will be Tales from the Archive with Zach / Another Letdown, who does story-themed Sentinels of the Multiverse games, where he just he tells stories. That's what he does. It's a story time. You know what stories are. If you like Sentinels of the Multiverse, you probably already own it, but if you don't, you can pick it up digitally through Steam, Android or iOS devices. You can also get it physically through Greater Than Games. And the physical game is going to soon, very soon trademark, but like actually within the next month soon, hopefully, be releasing the Oblivion expansion, which will be the final expansion of Sentinels of the Multiverse, and that is something to look forward to. When it gets released and it's in public hands, then we will start be able to release that content plus Mini Pack 4 content and the Void Guard content digitally as well. If you don't know what those are, you can certainly look up information on that. But the final expansion is imminent. But even though Sentinels of the Multiverse might be ending, Sentinels of Earth Prime is also soon upon us as well. And I believe that is actually in playtesting right now, which means that it could be released within the next 5 years or so. So you can look forward to that as well. And Sentinels of Earth Prime will be the same game mechanics as Sentinels of the Multiverse, just in a different comic book universe. So it's the same play power draw routine that we've grown to know and love, just with a different collection of heroes. What else to say? Yeah, so Summer of Ultimates is here. Hopefully you get to see all of my ultimate victories. If not, there will be YouTube. You can watch all of these videos and more on the Handelabra channel. I don't have anything else I believe I need to point out. One Deck Dungeon was released within the past week. Pick it up if you haven't. It's a fun game, I think. I haven't played it yet, actually, but it seems like it's a fun game. I've been meaning to learn it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good night. I'm gonna go put on Apostate music here. Peace.